Merry Christmas! Father Christmas here, and I am really excited for Christmas like every year, but I'm really excited especially for you children. I got my elves working overtime, and they can't wait to have you open the gifts that they're bringing to you from me. So I just wanted to tell you though that I'm also sad this year because I got sick. Did you think that Father Christmas could ever get sick? Well, yes, he can. And I don't know if you've ever been sick. I would imagine most of you have. And I also wonder if maybe you've ever been sick on your birthday or at Christmas time or at a special time, and it made you sad because you wanted to be in the middle of it all and you couldn't be. So this year I was sick, and so I can't show up at the party on this coming Sunday. But I have been staying at home and getting better, and actually, the Father Christmas of all, that's God the Father. He told me I needed to sit in His lap this year, and He was going to give me some special gifts, just like we always like to give you kids. So, and you know, I wanted to say that when you are sick or sad or afraid, I have a friend that is the most important friend of all, and he's all about what Christmas is all about. And his name is Immanuel. Maybe some of you have sung a song or heard a song about Immanuel, which it's often talked about and sung about at Christmas time. And I think most of you may know that it's Jesus. And Jesus is the most amazing God who's with us. That's what the name Immanuel means, God with us. And I have a story to tell you about a little girl who I met a few years ago, and I came to her house as Father Christmas. But I wanted to tell her about Immanuel because she had had a terrible accident where somebody had thrown a roasted marshmallow that was on fire on the back of her dress, and it burned the whole back of her body. And she was in terrible pain, and she had to stay home all the time, and she was very sad. And so I came to her house and I told her about Immanuel. And what happened is I had learned that one of the ways that children and all kinds of people can find Immanuel is all they have to do is remember a time when they were happy, and then ask, where was Jesus? Where was Immanuel when I was happy? So we did that with her, and she saw where Jesus was. And then she said, I don't only see him in the memory, but I see him right here in the room. And I asked, well, what is he doing? And she got up from the couch that she was laying on, and she walked across to the kitchen pantry, and she said, why are you over here, Jesus? And then she opened the pantry and she said, oh, I think you want us to do communion together. And so she took out some crackers and some juice, and she brought it over, and we prayed together and took communion. Well, communion is all about Jesus dying on the cross and giving His body and blood. Well, that was very special for her, and very shortly after she got healed completely of her back burns. And she was very happy and knew that Immanuel had come to her house and helped her. So my gift to you this year is that Immanuel will come to you in happy ways, and even if you're sad or mad or angry or sick. And so I'm just going to pray right now for you and bless you with my best friend, Immanuel. So Lord, I want to thank you, Jesus, God with us. I bless the children. This is going to be such a wonderful Christmas this year. And I bless every child that hears this message, that they would know that all they have to do is remember the happy times if they're in a sad time. And if they're in a happy time, they can just look for you wherever they are, because you're always with them. And you make Christmas what it's all about. Merry Christmas.